Okay, let's oh, where'd my camera go? Hold on. Ah, there we go. Got it. How we doing, folks? Let's see here. We've got Jesse, Fighter Chat, Mango, and Midnight. Midnight's in my chat. That's weird because I could have swore she was right here.
It would help if I unmuted.
How we doing?
I'm good. I'm really stoned. How are you?
That's great. I love your stoned questions, and this is going to be a fun one. So, the title of this stream is it's an Animal Thing Part 3, which is just me talking about sex. And the Pirate's Treasure, O marks the spot. So obviously we are going to be discussing how to give orgasms.
Oh, hey, Halafala.
And why don't we just go ahead and, I don't know, dive right in? Does that sound
Sounds
fun?
good to me.
Okay. So, easiest way to explain, or actually, I'll let the female in the page here. Why don't you go ahead and describe an orgasm?
Okay, so what kind of orgasm are we talking about first?
Exactly.
Because there's like a few, and each one is different, and each one is delicious.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess start with probably the easiest for men to accomplish. How about a clitoral orgasm?
Okay, so a clitoral orgasm is kind of like, for me at least, like the bottom half of my body is on fire, and like sparks are flying through it in like a good way, because normally I'm in like agony all the time. So like it's like a low key like amazing feeling. I'm not describing it well enough, but like for somebody with nerve damage, this is like the best you could like feel, like from like a guy, I guess. Like a guy's accomplishment, you know? So we're talking clitoral orgasm. Like out of the three of them, it's the lowest on like the oh my god scale. Like, but it feels really really good. Like I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. Like it's still like a really like it's still a really good oh my god. Like don't get me wrong. Like sorry, I'm rambling.
No worries. Okay, so I mean, just the general there is it feels really really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you can safely say that with just about every orgasm that a woman can have. I mean,
But it's different, like, because, like, each orgasm is, like the intensity builds by,
yes,
like, 1,000%.
yes. Um, what I was going to say though is, sorry for the guy in the chat, plus any other guys that have to listen to this later. But men, we're not complicated at all. It's a bottle rocket. Once you light the fuse, it's pop, pretty, time to go to bed. So the women are taking center stage today. Anyways, I don't know, maybe we should start with a little bit of an anatomy thing first, because obviously there's different areas that men are obviously not used to seeing, and I've recently come across some women that aren't aware of them either.
I know, like, it fascinates me how some people just don't know their own anatomy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Uh,
Hey, Ty.
and bring that up. Okay, so basic female anatomy chart. Let's go and zoom in a bit. Okay, bladder, obviously.
Yep.
Okay, um, this would be your vaginal opening. Get into the hello. This would be the cervix. That's another spot that if you don't know how to treat it right, it will bite you in the head because
I've heard great things about the cervical orgasm, never had one, but I it's a myth in a lot of circles, but according to you, it exists.
they okay. So that would be the feeling of I've only really heard it described both from by men or women as it feels like you're getting it in your guts.
Cool.
Okay, and there are women that absolutely love it because it does get addicting. But then there are women that, as soon as you accidentally bump into the cervix, it's like, oh my God, we're done. So, you can take that one as you wish. Now, the anal opening where that particular spot, that's kind of a give or take depending on the woman. However, the cluster of nerves that stimulates an anal orgasm for a woman can be reached from the vagina.
Yes. The
Okay.
G spot.
What it is if you follow the tract right here past the cervix, if you can manage to get in there a little bit, that cluster of nerves is actually right here on this wall.
Oh, up there.
Okay, so what it is the second common one that men would know about is the G spot, which is basically finger up in and right there. Okay, that would be this wall here. Uh, what a lot of don't realize though is that there's a lot more spots in there that can be stimulated. You've got the A spot, you've got the C spot, which is the essentially pressure on the cervix. You've got the G spot. Now the fun thing about the G spot is the G spot is the closest one to stimulate the Skene's gland, which is what leads to squirting. So
And according to you, every woman can squirt.
every woman is physically capable of doing it. I
That's
mean,
what I
if
mean.
if you look at the human body as a machine, every woman comes equipped with the proper parts. It's just figuring out how those parts work in that particular model. So,
Interesting. This is cool, man.
But I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I'm going to drop that back down real quick. That way we don't get flagged for having that up there for no reason. Anyways, so you have 4 different types of orgasms just right there. There is also the orgasms externally, which is the clitoral orgasm. A woman can have an orgasm just by messing around with her labia. That one's a lot harder to do too.
I'd
But
imagine so.
the first thing that I really want to get across is the fact that unlike men, a woman's orgasm starts in her brain. You have to stimulate them first. Am I right?
Oh, that is so true. That
Okay.
like seriously, like beyond measure. That is so true. I don't care if it's the. I don't care if it's Shanny. Like as bad as that sounds, I don't care if it's Shanny. It starts in her brain,
Exactly.
regardless of how dumb you think as a rock you think she is. If for her, whatever her trigger is in her brain, it starts there.
Yep. And I mean, this can apply to BDSM sex. This can apply to
Hmm.
to vanilla, to I mean, pretty much any aspect of it whatsoever. If your goal is to give your female partner or yourself, if you're a female, an orgasm, you have to be in that mind space. I mean, there are forced orgasms that those can happen. It's just that they're going to have a completely different feeling.
Forced orgasms kind of suck.
Yes. Um, However, if the forced orgasms that I do, that's usually with consenting partners, and it's not actually forced. So
It, consensual non-consent is not the same as non-consent.
yes, I'm not talking about running down the street and grabbing a woman Trump style and and seeing if you can get her to orgasm, because that's not going to happen, and you're going to jail.
I just pictured I'm way too stoned. I just pictured a little animated birthday with a Hitachi going, yay! Sorry.
I see Gary's in the chat. Gary, you want me to send you an invite in case you got any questions? Let's see.
Hey, Nene. Hey,
I
Gary. Hey,
see
D.
I see D and Nene as well, and Olafola.
Sorry. Oh, I thought I turned my notifications off. My apologies.
You're good. Okay, so uh, different types of orgasms. Um, you have your clitoral orgasm. Like I said, it's probably going to be the easiest one that a guy can manage to give his partner. Probably the easiest one whatsoever that you can find, just because it's the doorbell. It's right there.
Yes, and if you ring the doorbell enough times in the right way, the doorbell will open.
uh, Now, one thing that I enjoy is kind of like switching up the orgasms, where I will give my partner an orgasm just from her clit, then turn around and you know slide the finger in and start messing around there. Uh, it generally like, okay, so clitoral orgasm, too many of them at a time, and you will get incredibly sore. Am I right?
So sore. Like
Yes,
the next day, putting on any panties is like, hey, not gonna happen.
exactly. However, you can actually prevent the soreness and increase the pleasure if you vary the orgasms. Basically, if you go from a clitoral orgasm to a G spot orgasm, to an A spot orgasm, and basically just keep rotating them around, it will get you'll get that much more pleasure, and you're not getting overstimulated in one spot. You're actually giving that spot a chance to rest.
That makes sense.
So uh, this is the thing that can lead to 17-hour sessions, and those are wonderful if you have the time.
Yeah, you see, like we're in two different camps because you are an orgasm giver, where in my world of BDSM, we do orgasm denial.
Okay, well, I mean, you could have 17-hour sessions too. I'm pretty sure it'd be a
Yeah,
lot easier for you to do that.
no, we have 17-hour sessions, but like,
It's a lot harder to have 17-hour sessions when you're trying to figure out how to to keep them coming, as opposed to saying no, you can't right now.
no, saying no, you can't right now is fun, but not when you're being fucked. Sorry,
Mhm.
totally off topic.
Uh, oh, the pelvic floor is a good one for a woman to help have control of her own orgasms.
Explain.
Kegel exercises.
Oh, okay. Didn't know. I didn't knew them by a different name. Yes, Kegel exercises are a good thing, especially if a woman has had a child. Unless you're into like fisting, even if you're into fisting.
I was about to say, if you're into fisting, I recommend it highly,
True,
because that kind of helps that helps your muscle control to contract everything back into place.
true. Well, there's two
Uh,
kind of two different camps on it, but like,
you're gonna have to explain that one. Two different camps.
I just know some people who like say they don't want to do Kegels because they want to be able to like fit it in, and other people are like,
Other people like having a blown out tire down there.
I know weird people. Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm not going to kink shame. That's just a little bit of a weird one on me.
They have an enlargement fetish.
Mm. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with pumping, but on a woman, it doesn't work on guys. Don't even try it, guys. I promise you, you'll have bad results. Anyways, sorry, distraction. Okay, so
I've heard that too, Ty. Have you heard that when a woman pees, it closes right back up?
I think I've heard that recently, and it still confuses the shit out of me. Do you, do you want to try to explain that, or do you want to just?
Well, apparently some people don't know that there are three holes down there.
Yes, there are. You have your bladder, your urethra, or your urethra that goes to your bladder, your vaginal opening, and your uh, help me out here.
I'm French. You don't expect me to know anatomy in English, do you?
No, but I'm pretty sure you at least knew those two in English, so you can help me with the third one.
Somebody in the chat know what the third one is called?
Uh, I know there's three. I even knew what the damn name was. It's just I'm drawing a blank. Give me a second.
See, I learned in French fourth grade that there was three holes, and I'm almost 40. This is not a word I'm going to learn in English.
Okay, well, I can see why that's misconstrued quite a bit, because a standard Google search will give you your urethra, your vagina, and your anus.
Yep. Welcome to being a woman.
I'll give you a hint. That's not all that's down there, though, because
No, it's really not.
so good old American Google. Fellow, We are currently trying to remember what the name of the third hole in the vaginal area is. So we've got the urethra, the vagina, and then uh, I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. Um, nope, only thing it's given me is the vulva. And if that's the case, I was completely off because I wasn't even thinking of that.
I am not sure, my man. Mr. Monkey Man. Hmm.
No, the vulva is the name for the entire thing.
Beard looks good today, man.
I'm still trying to figure out how not to look like a werewolf because I mean, my facial hair grows so high.
But it looks good today.
Let's see here.
Even if you look up an anatomy picture, like a labeled anatomy picture.
Let's try that. It might be easier. Here we go.
Look at the one I sent in your DMs. It's probably on there.
Bartholin's glands. That's what they are. Okay, yeah, that's
Not a name I would remember.
no, that's why it's so damn hard to remember. Anyway, so your Bartholin's glands, those are the ones that are actually if you open the if you have yourself open there, they are actually on either side of the opening. It's go ahead and check that real quick because I do not want to make myself sound stupid.
So when you crack it open, that tequila, Monkey Man?
Oh, I don't have my banner up. Hold on.
Oh, it's a banner night. Okay, give me a minute.
Oh, there we go. I will crack that open as soon as I start getting donations.
How much?
You do not have to give donations. I'm just going to go ahead and set that up there. That will be $5 a shot from my cold black heart.
Oh, give me a minute. I'm going to mute for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is called, what's the name of it? Sangre de Vida, which is Spanish for the blood of life. It is a tequila. It's supposed to be a black tequila, but I can see through the bottom of the bottle, so I'm hoping it's just an aged tequila. Okay, so yeah, the Bartholin's glands, those are the things that assist with lubrication of the vagina.
Check your paper, Monkey Man.
You're really
And
getting
better
started on this, are you?
and you better enjoy it because that cost me 20 Canadian.
Jesus. Okay, so well, $5 a shot. That means I owe you 2. Oh,
Yes, that's how bad Canadian money is right now.
I don't know how this thing unwrapped. There we go.
You don't have to do them back to back because it is only 5 in the afternoon or 4 for you. So
That is definitely an interesting cork.
ooh,
Okay,
that is
definitely,
pretty.
definitely a little bit darker of a color. Oh, and the smell. I like this stuff. Oh,
It's gonna be a good night.
okay. We have a wild Gary. Hopefully it's the yep, it's the
Hey,
Gary I like. How you doing?
hey, Gary.
Hey guys,
Sorry, I had to interrupt because apparently I had to take a shot. So let me get this down. That way I can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, yeah. So we have you've got the urethra. Obviously leads to the bladder. Let me go back to that particular. What did I do with that picture? There it is.
I think you can like put it to the side where you put the picture up.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Okay, so urethra leads to the bladder, vaginal opening there. This is kind of like a general chart, so obviously it's not going to have all of the information on it, but the Bartholin's glands are actually on the inside of the labia minora, and they help with lubrication, which is actually different than the gland that is used for cleaning, but that's not incredibly practical in this particular conversation.
No. Yeah, I agree with Mango. I would hope you didn't invite the Gary you don't like.
Oh, I would love to invite G-Man on here. Do you realize how uncomfortable he would be?
Do you know he would leave within 30 seconds? You're drinking, I'm smoking weed, and we have a diagram of a woman's body. This would be like a 5-second G-Man visit.
Olafola, yeah. Like I said, I am. This is called Sangre de Vida. It is a bottle of aged tequila, and oh my god, is it smooth! This is the shit that's dangerous if you put it in a mixed drink because you won't taste it.
He still owes me another shot, but he
I
can
do owe
wait.
you another shot.
He can wait a little bit.
Hell, I mean, that's the first time you've seen me take a shot without making a face.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Exist, and that.
go. Well, Margot, she was never actually read the Bible.
Well, G-Man's also never given a woman an orgasm, so.
Well, Indigo baby, but we'll
No,
No.
we've
already established that if there was an ejaculation, it happened right outside the zipper.
Yep, more than likely in Mango's hand.
In Mango's?
Mango's hand. Oh, Mango hand.
Wow.
Is this something that? No.
No,
that? Mango, did you sleep with?
Shut up.
Oh my god, Freddie!
I am so sorry.
Oh wow!
I was trying to read Mango's comment, and that was the name that was in my head. I am so sorry. In Indigo's hand.
Sorry. I did apologize.
That was so great. Oh my god. Okay, take the fucking shot. Take
Okay.
a shot for mango.
Yes,
Take
I will do
another
that.
one. 2 shots, my man.
Yes, I owe Mango a shot for that, horrible insult. There you go.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
And yours is sitting right there. I'll take it in a second.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
see,
shouldn't have laughed that hard.
fighter jet. I don't get to be plant food because plants don't like alcohol.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes, poor Mango. We apologize. Bad.
He couldn't handle like a woman like Mango. Are you serious? She's actually got intelligence. Yeah.
She'd also have to look down at him.
Sorry, Michael. By the way, I do apologize for laughing at that. That does a side swipe me.
It was funny, Gary. We're allowed to laugh at it.
Right.
It was funny. You just weren't letting me correct myself. Oh, yes. Everyone give Mango hugs in the chat because I unintentionally insulted her. Oh, okay. Anyway, so while we were discussing this, holy shit, that is some strong stuff.
Has it hit you
What proof
already?
is it?
110
What percentage
proof.
is it?
You just
Jesus
had
Christ.
3 shots of 110 proof alcohol.
Guys, if you see if Ink gets like really like drunk by the end of this, I will be very not surprised.
Oh yeah,
110 proof shit.
This shit's 15% more alcohol than my Jose Cuervo.
Nice.
Fucking hellfire.
God damn.
So keep those donations coming because we want to get the Monkey Man very liquored up on the night that he doesn't have his kids.
Yes, my kids are with their mother until Christmas, and I do not have to be at work until Monday, so it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Anyway, sorry, we're talking about bladders and urethra, but that's the part where we're talking about.
Yes. Now, Skene's gland, from basically being able to stimulate the G-spot, the Skene's gland is actually just on the inside of the urethra. And that's actually the reason why they're in female ejaculate. There is urine in there, but it's not a whole lot because it doesn't come from the bladder. It's actually right down here.
Interesting.
So
when Shani squirted on Rev, that really wasn't squirt, was it?
I'm willing to bet that was all bladder.
That's what I thought too.
That's just nasty.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm stoned and in a good mood, Gary. Sorry.
It's all right.
And I have access to 30, I'm soaking 30 more joints. So.
Yado. No, we're not talking about the milk. We're talking about the little puddle of crude oil she left all over his face.
I'll get Yado in here.
Because like he was when he was going down there, he was there for a good while.
No, it is not actually. I know you're a troll, but yeah, squirt is not pee. It's.
Didn't Gary want to tap Shani? No, he did not. Maybe when he was younger and stupid, maybe.
I think you need to answer Alibus's question.
Hold on just a second.
We can see your screen.
Here? Sorry.
The chat can see your screen.
I apologize. I need to put that on a different tab. There we go. Too many screens at once. I didn't realize that. I thought I was sharing the picture, not the screen. Oh, yeah, right, Yado. You're...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no.
Okay, sorry. What question did I miss?
From Alibus.
Uh, I'm not answering that question. D answered it. There you go. Ah, see, there you go. That's it. That's how to admit you were wrong. It is not P. So, uh, you, um, not sure what that one's about, but that one's for you, Gary.
It was asking me whether I wanted to tap Shani, and it was like maybe when I was younger, stupid, and a bit desperate. Yes, not now, no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, even I'll admit, like her high school yearbook photo, she was mildly attractive. She would have been a 5 or a 6.
I mean, the thing is that oh.
Yeah, we know what.
Yep.
The thing
Hey,
is that, like, as I said, like, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, at the very least, yeah, the word is associated with that. I would prefer to associate it with, the actual pleasurable experience that it was originally associated with.
But the problem is it makes you feel like you're gonna go pee. So like you get insecure about it and you make yourself stop.
Okay, see, and that's one of the reasons why figured out the chain trick, because that one right there is specifically designed to override your control of stopping it, because that
Okay,
is
so for the rest of the class who has not heard the train trick, Gary and I are going to mute ourselves.
okay. So the chain trick, since we have a nice little model right here, I will go ahead and explain it. What you have to do is you have to get it's about 3/4 link stainless steel chain, basically like surgical grade stainless steel. Um, get about 2 feet of it. When it comes in, you have to inspect each individual link. You have to make sure that there are zero burrs or any rough spots whatsoever on it at all. And the reason for that is because this is going to be inserted into a woman. So you need to make sure that you need to make sure that there's nothing there that's going to hurt her. Uh, what you do there is you will insert it slowly, because there are pinch points when you're trying to push a chain, uh, slowly enough to where you can mitigate any type of pinch points into a woman's vagina. What you are doing is you are going to essentially fill this woman up with as much of that chain as you can, leaving at least enough to to grab a hold of. Uh, what you're going to do is you are going to uh, what you're going to do is you are going to stimulate a clitoral orgasm. You're going to stimulate a second one while she has got a chain inside of her. I highly recommend that you have the chain in warm water first. That way it's body temperature and you don't shock the shit out of your woman, because then she's just going to be pissed off at you. But what you're going to do is you are going to stimulate a couple of clitoral orgasms. And then on the third orgasm, as soon as you see her clench up and start to orgasm, you're going to pull that chain out. Okay. I am not talking about rip starting a lawnmower. Okay. It is a steady pull. There's a speed that is going to be different for most women. The thing is what that does is that stimulates the A spot, the C spot, the G spot, and all of this while you are giving her a clitoral orgasm. Okay. The purpose of this is to override any muscle control that she's going to have down there. Okay. So women, I'm pretty sure you're catching this as a mental image. You are going to have essentially 4 orgasms simultaneously. If you want to try and figure out how you can hold in that feeling of you have to pee, then be my guest. But I've yet to have it happen, and I've tried this multiple times. So basically, when you pull that chain out, you can go ahead and expect a very wet show.
I get impressed every time you tell the story.
Uh, I think Fighter Jet, yeah, he found that video. That was interesting. Oh, look, I have a troll. Look at this. I have the chain gang. What's going on? And it's the picture that I sent. So that's hilarious.
As I said, I did see. I think somebody posted it somewhere, and I have seen porn of it. So yeah.
Yeah. That was for you, Gary. Yato, you know what? Be my guest. Let me know what your results are. I'm not even going to read that one out loud. I'll just post it.
Oh God.
I would start with like the little bead chains that you see from when you're trying to pull start your ceiling fan or something, but that's about it.
And even
I mean,
then,
does the wand not do the same trick?
The what?
The wand.
no.
Okay, so the wand is essentially a vibrator.
It's
That's
like
all it is.
electronic stimulating, like basically cylindrical object. For those who haven't seen it.
Okay, so anyone familiar with a Hitachi wand? Those are vibrating wands that are used for specifically external stimulation. They can be used as a back massager, anything like that. Because what it is the power in this ball that's sitting on top of the wand that's connected to the motor is actually powerful enough to work muscles loose. I actually use my wand on myself occasionally if I've got a stiff back in the morning. The thing is when you were using it on a woman, that is a very sensitive area and a very powerful vibrator, and that can lead to overstimulation very quickly. If you're expecting to get more than one orgasm, then your partner better be restrained, because even if she wants more than one, she's going to run away from it after the first one.
Yep. Can vouch for that. Own a Hitachi.
So do I. Like I said. Oh. Oh God! Don't mention that idiot on my show. Sounding. That's. I'll be honest. That's one that I'm not incredibly familiar with.
Is that the one where you see private parts where where he has her like straddling like a massive like speaker, and he does noises down the thingy to make her blow.
Sorry, there we go.
Is that what sound it is, Margo? Private parts, the Howard Stern. I think it's Howard Stern. Yeah, Howard Stern film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so apparently that's what putting things in the pee hole is. No, that's I have no interest in doing that, so I've never heard of it before.
Oh, I thought you guys knew that. I'm just sitting here waiting for you guys to figure it out. Cyrex did that with a stylus that he put in his anus first.
Okay, like I said, and that's why I told Fighter Jet not to mention that idiot on my show, because The narrowest
Oh.
shoulders I allow on my show is Yato.
Okay. I'm not putting anything down my knob, sorry.
I'm going to completely ignore that comment, Yato, because I don't know what the context is and I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know either.
I just
Anyway.
did it. I didn't know, but it amused me.
Okay, so we had the chain trick. We've got the fact that women can have 4 different types of orgasms just in her pubic area alone. 5, sorry. I always ignore the labia.
Also,
When I'm
Also,
explaining,
ladies-
anyways, I never ignore it when I'm down there.
all right, ladies and gents, be careful what you shove up there, by the way, in those particular regions.
Agreed. Okay. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure I had a description in this thing. Let's make sure I at least catch all the description. Okay, so that is just the orgasms that a woman can have from her pubic region. There is also orgasms that a woman can have through nipple stimulation.
I know a few ladies who can have orgasm through breast play.
That is actually not near as powerful an orgasm as a clitoral orgasm, but it can happen. This is where the first thing that I said in the stream is a woman's orgasm starts in her brain. That's the reason why, is because pretty much any woman or any woman that is comfortable enough with her body to have explored will know that she has more erogenous zones than just what's downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I highly recommend that every woman do that, just because it's a good thing to know your own body.
I mean,
Can't tell
do women have the same? Sorry. Do women have the same thing that men do? Do they have the same sort of like prostate sort of stimulation that guys do?
Okay, so you're talking mechanical differences there. Essentially, a man can pretty much have an orgasm either through stimulation of the penis or stimulation of the prostate. It's a lot harder to get any other type of orgasm from a guy. Like I think the testicle stimulation might be one of them, but that's rare, and it definitely not applied to all guys. But the mechanics kind of like migrate over if you look at it between the differences in men and women. The prostate for a guy would be the same cluster of nerves that a woman has in what would be her A spot, which is the reason why women can find anal sex pleasurable, or you can stimulate it from the vaginal opening. It's the same spot. It's just because a woman's is internal. You can get at it from either side.
I see.
Or both at the same time.
Or both at the same time, if you're really good at angles. Let's see here.
They're talking about boob size in the chat.
I know. I'm trying to catch the breast orgasms. I'm assuming that's what Yato was responding to. I was about to say any size actually works. I've had women that were fairly well endowed, and their nipples weren't sensitive at all. And then I've had some where you brush their shirt and they'll damn near drop to their knees. So it's just it depends on the woman's body more so than anything else.
Well, some women like just look like the simple touching, and I don't mean touching of the downstairs, just touching just in general. They don't like being touched.
Okay, so physical contact with your partner is the easiest way to stimulate arousal, and it doesn't have to be anything uh, near the pubic area. Okay, something as simple if somebody is genuinely uh, I guess I'm gonna have to get into the emotions on this one, but basically, if your partner is genuinely connected to you, then
Mhm.
something as simple as brushing their fingers as you hand them the salt will turn them on.
Very true.
I'm just looking at Yato just digging himself a hole in the chat.
Uh, oh hell no! Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't hate on the big titty ladies. They deserve a lot of love.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't dig myself a hole.
But you
And I
know
don't
what?
really know.
You don't hate on the mosquito bites either. They deserve love too.
Indeed. Lips are of all sizes are great. So,
Okay, so apparently, yeah, Yato's not as experienced as I thought he was because he wrote this.
Wow, Yato. Damn.
the excavator 3000 is coming to dig yourself a hole, mate. Ooh, Michael coming in with the hard hits.
That's okay. Anyways, so uh, yeah, like I said, a woman's orgasm is going to start in her brain. Honestly, I've managed to figure out how to get women to orgasm quite easily, based off of one functional understanding, but at the same time psychological understanding, and that's something that a lot of sorry, just got distracted. Uh, Yato, uh, you're not paying attention to the appropriate property of noodle if you're thinking that's a compliment.
Ah, damn. Yato thinking.
Anyways, but yeah, if you have a functional understanding of the anatomy as well as the psychological understanding of what humans in general define as pain and pleasure, and both in some cases, then there are times when you can facilitate an orgasm even without intending on it.
Yeah,
Uh, a
those are
very
my
funny.
favorite.
I have a very funny little penny candy story here. My younger sister, she brought home this guy that little little stick figure like Yato. Um, Loved to walk around without a shirt on, and he made the comment that he was into getting flogged. And I turned around and I let that boil in my brain for a couple of days. Next time he was over, he turned around and he wasn't wearing a shirt, and I walked up behind him. Now, I have a fairly manual labor job intensity, so my fingertips are fairly rough, and I basically just walked up behind him, put my fingers basically right on either side of his spine on his upper back, and raked my fingertips down his back. That was the only time I'm embarrassed to say that I've given a man an orgasm, because he fell on his face and started flopping around. Uh, it was absolutely funny, and my sister was pissed off at me because he was spent for the night.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think you
yeah, okay.
confused
Continues to
Garium.
bury himself in the chat. Dude, don't do the word. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just like I'm just, The fact that you just raked your fingers over this guy's back.
Okay, so once again, that's the thing about the orgasm starting in the brain. This guy let slip that he was into pain. I believe his exact words were that if his girlfriend claws him on the back while they're having sex, that there's nothing he can do about it. He's just about done. And I kind of like let that fester for a little while and then turned around and used it against him. It was shortly before bedtime and they were pissed off at me the next day.
Oh God.
Oh.
I think Yana finally got it.
I think Yato's just admitted to a standing order for Viagra.
Apparently.
Okay. Anyways, ooh, shot of tequila.
How many shots is that?
3. That was the second one I owed you
Oh.
because I had to take mangoes first because that required an apology. Anyways, so where the heck is it? There it is. Oh, that's not it. Okay. I'm just making sure I don't have any more on order here.
I think it's called like the blood of something. What was it called again? It's a Spanish name. I can't remember what it is.
Sangre de vida. So the blood of life. And oh my God, it is
a heart.
So my Jose Cuervo is 80 proof. This thing is 110 proof, and it is smoother than the Jose Cuervo. Let's see here.
Sorry.
Oh, Yato took the ultimate Viagra.
Yeah, just give up on this stage, mate. Just give up.
So, Yato, I'm pretty sure you're. I mean, priapism is a thing. So, let's see here.
I don't think you can get a UTI by touching it by your hand. I don't think.
With G-Man, all things are possible.
But it should never be implied that she went anywhere near it. She is far too classy of a woman.
Yes, she is.
So I probably might go bad books after that. Sorry, Michael.
No, it is not a. It is definitely not a clear tequila. It is pretty fucking dark. Anyways, so kind of been going all over the place. What the? No, I was not implying it. It was a legitimate mistake. I was literally reading Mango's name while trying to say something else, and I got distracted. So what type of hold on just a second, because I know I had that on there too. Useful gadgetry. That's something that's also as well.
So toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about toys.
Toys are my favorite thing to talk about.
Mm-hmm. So I do have a couple of that I provide. Generally, they come under the brand name of Bad Dragon or Hitachi.
Okay,
But
You're
which I know.
fun.
okay, so Bad Dragon are a line of toys that are shaped like um, fantasy appendages.
Yes.
They have some that are shaped like tentacles. They have some that are shaped like what you would imagine a dragon's to look like. I mean, the thing about them though is while they are shaped like this, they're also designed in a way to stimulate very specific spots once they are inserted. And those aren't the spots that the normal human shaped can actually access.
I've,
Which is
I've,
why
I've, well, I've seen them pod. Some people use them,
Yeah,
and they
I'm
look like
pretty
they're
sure.
having a
Yeah,
good time. Again, I know that pod actually is a thing, but I mean, you can't
yeah.
act like you're not enjoying something.
I mean, hell, I've seen some that are shaped like your
Hate your
bedpost over
things.
there. But yeah, I mean, they're there for a reason. It's not so much that that I ever really have issues. It's just that I enjoy stimulating my partner a lot more than I care to stimulate myself.
I just find toys fun. They add spice to um, being tied up to things.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
mean, hell, I've got like 3 coils of paracord sitting right over there, but I've also got like a 200-foot coil of like 5 inch thick, 5/8 inch thick nylon rope too.
Yes, I like rope. I also have like restraints, and if we're talking like things to help you orgasm, I have like a G spot toy, and I'm getting a Wii Vibe.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah, I'm getting one under a suggestion of someone in the community.
Yeah.
Um,
One that I definitely recommend is Love Ends, and that's just because they can actually be controlled from a phone from across the country if you have to.
so can Wii Vibe. You okay, carnivorous?
Yeah, trying to ignore the chat. Uh,
so do I.
anyways, yeah. Anyways,
Excuse me, you cunt.
you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and mute you. Go ahead and have at it, because that.
Me too.
Excuse me? Did you just tell me to lose some weight? You didn't even know there was 3 fucking holes, you stupid little bitch. You thought if your cunt closes up because you peed and condoms get stuck on your fucking clit. You are the dumbest bitch I have ever fucking seen. Lose some fucking weight, you stupid little fucking whore. Who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, this bitch. This fucking bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are telling me to lose some fucking weight? I've seen what you look like. I've seen your whole fucking body, bitch. Tummy and all. That pooch that you carry under your boobs, honey. I've seen it. Who you telling to lose weight, girl? Who you telling? Dismiss you, fucking cunt. Dismiss you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bitch. I'm done with her.
Okay, so talking about toys after that. Again, I'm with Vape. I prefer giving pleasure than receiving it. To be honest with you, because because again, it's to do with a lot of self confidence that I don't think that I matter. So I like providing pleasure to the person that I'm with. So I try to do as much stimulation as I can on that side of things.
I appreciate that, Mango.
Yeah, thank you, Mango. By the way.
Yeah. Um, anyway, that was interesting. I may end up having to finally edit one of my videos because that was annoying. But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
no,
Chris.
no, I have known you too long to know that you're not going to go off on somebody who's trying to troll you. So
Sorry, Mindy. Don't worry about it.
no, that was completely justified. Those comments should not have been said.
All right.
And yes, I definitely agree with Sydney. If you're going to be in the chat and you don't expect one of the panelists to go off on you, then be respectful because that shouldn't have. Yeah.
If you're going to be disrespectful to anyone, be disrespectful for me. I'm a complete lady.
Nah, she totally ruined my high. I'll see you in BC later, honey. I'm gonna fuck off.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll
Okay.
see you later.
Okay. Sorry about that.
But no, that's understandable. I kind of expected something like that to happen. I just didn't expect that.
Yeah. But anyway, back to what I was talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which is that I'm like you. I prefer giving pleasure than receiving it because the thing is that I, I prefer, because because I'm all about, I'm a very sort of like make sure that everyone is entertained and happy and stuff like that. So because of that goes on to my sex life as well. That I make sure that I'm trying to stimulate as much as possible, but unfortunately, I don't get much practice because this.
Okay.
But,
since Mindy was a guest on my show, I owe her an apology, and I will go ahead and take one more shot for her because that was definitely uncalled for.
Oof. Yeah, that shot doesn't sound good going down.
I can't taste it now. So. I mean, 4 shots of that stuff, it's pretty damn potent.
Yeah, you'll probably be on the floor later.
No, that's Yato. If anyone's on the floor, that'll be this one right here.
I'm going to take a shot for that. Are you drinking the same stuff as he is, Yato? Because that stuff that he's drinking sounds like rocket fuel.
Some good shit too. I honestly, I think I'm going to be saving the bottle too because that is a gorgeous looking bottle.
On a serious note, that is an awesome bottle. Where else do you get that? Was that just at your local liquor store or something?
Yeah, this was at my liquor store. I was sitting there arguing about whether I wanted a bottle of Jose again, which I've got a spare sitting right over here. But I'm sitting there looking around, and all of a sudden I looked up and saw that bottle, and it was like, okay, $55, I can deal with that. Turned around and realized it's like 30 proof higher than regular tequila, and and then I saw the name, and Sangre de Vida, which is the blood of life, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold because that's they caught me on the gimmick, and man, the taste is amazing.
Well, as I said, what I've been drinking tonight has been Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey and with no sugar cola out of a can. So you can't get any more chavvy than that.
Well, Alibis, yes. We'll look for that. I'll see if I can I'll see if I can find a link for it and send it to you.
Yeah, I don't really have it over here because we don't really have anything like that. We have Tesco's, but I think that we can't really sell stuff like that. I don't think.
Oh no, luckily here in Oklahoma, we have liquor stores that damn near compete with the number of churches. So. Eat food, drink water, and don't hear my laugh to drink responsibly. You are very welcome, Alibis. Oh, I'm always amazed at the different types of alcohol that I consume because the the parts of my face that go numb depend on the particular alcohol content involved. So, like right now, because that was my fourth shot, my lips just went numb.
Ooh.
And it's that weird feeling because I like, yeah. Anyways, I am the appropriate amount of sloshed.
Nice. I mean, if you get a bit, if you get a little bit thingy, we'll add. But like,
Well, Yano, that's we can't tell you not to whore yourself out for so cheap because you're a cheap whore. I mean, it's
yeah. Why are you such a cheap whore? Sorry, I'm going to be a troll dog. I don't know.
Anyways, what were you saying? Sorry.
I was just talking about like that I like to give like the ladies pleasure that I'm with.
Yes, I completely agree. I love giving my partner a lot more pleasure than I receive, and I think the reason for that is just because, the reason for that is because I have a specific notion on the male orgasm, and it's just because my brain operates at that weird level where my personal orgasm isn't near as important to me as that of my partner's. So, like, I have no problems. Basically, okay. So, if the way I see it, because I was raised by a bunch of misogynists. So, my grandfather told me on my 15th birthday, that women are like a hardwood floor. If you lay them right the first time, you can walk all over them for the rest of your life. Okay. I did start this with I was raised by a bunch of misogynists. So
yes.
Okay. So let me reiterate that. Okay. The problem is up until a few years ago, I was also a neckbeard. Okay. So I took that to heart. The problem is though, is as my comfort in my sexuality has evolved, as my knowledge of sexuality has evolved, as my confidence has finally evolved, it's turned into basically looking at some of those old sayings and figuring out why they work. Okay, and the reason why is because just like the women are like a hardwood floor. If you lay them right the first time, you walk all over them for the rest of your life. Is basically because if you are concentrating on your partner's orgasm, if you have basically total control of that, and you can give her an orgasm as many times as not only is that she wants, but that you want, because it's there is a thing there where the higher number is the one that wins. Then yes, they are going to get addicted to you very quickly, and that's where the whole you walk all over them the rest of your life. Let's see here. Yeah. And that's why I charge $5. And I offer shots as an apology. But yeah, that's the thing is like, there is something to be learned even from the misogynistic point of view. but you have to figure out what it is in what it would possibly translate to in today's society.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the thing. Like, happy wife, happy life. Obviously, that's a thing where you need to make sure that your spouse is happy. You need to make sure that your partner uh, is just as satisfied with you and the relationship that as you are.
Mhm.
Okay, and then yes, it will lead to a happy life. But I
Well,
mean, there are a lot of those old sayings that misogynist men still have, and they do need to be updated. And that's pretty much what I like saying is
but I still think there's a lot of social. Sorry, I did want to interrupt you when you
no,
finished.
I
Sorry.
agree. I was looking at some Mango's comment.
Okay. Because I was going to say there is still a lot of like what's the word social pressures put in guys to, and it's not just females, it's males as well to conform. Like
Mhm.
if you don't lose your virginity as soon as possible, you're a loser. Or like again, like this affected my mindset for a long time. I'm talking like for 18 to 25. This affected
Yeah,
my mindset. So anytime I would go out and I would get laid, I always thought it was a shit night out, even if I had a good time or anything like that. Even if it was like a great night out, I danced, I'd had a good time. But because the girl didn't whisk me away and let me do stuff to her, I always thought it was a shit night out. And it's like, and then there was like a breaking point where I was like, you know what, I can't keep on living like this. I've got to learn that isn't right. And then I think and the thing is that, but also there's also a thing with penis sizes as well. People are like, oh, you have to have a certain size cock. It's like, well, no, you just do stuff with it. I know people making fun of Yattle's noodle, but as long as you do good stuff with it, that Yattle, no one cares. There you go. The reason people made fun of Rev's carrot wasn't because he's got a small cock. It's because he's Rev. Do you have anything to add, or did I hear anything?
no, sorry,
Are you just looking at the chat?
I'm looking at a chat. Sorry, as I'm getting a lot of side messages as well. So,
It would be
uh,
for a certain person, would it?
yeah. So
Okay.
of course, people would pay $2 a shot to get you plastered out. Of course, they would. I mean, shit. You say $2 a shot when everyone else is offering $5, then let's get the low one drunk first. I mean, I'm not complaining though. I made $30 that night. That paid for my bottle.
I was saying that you should pay £2 $2 a shot to get you plastered.
Yeah.
As I said, maybe one stream. What we'll do is that we'll get our shots sorted out, and then we'll all go in the stream and see how many shots it takes us all to get plastered.
That would be
I'll,
interesting. Something measured though, not like let's watch something and take a shot for every time they do this. Just like playing a game or something like that, and just take a shot every time a new game starts, or like every 15 minutes or so, just to see how long it takes. Oh, we have a wild, sexy beast in the chat. Hold on, there we go.
well, the lovely and sexy Miss Parker, how are you
Yes.
doing?
Hello, hello, hello. Had to do some cleaning. I apologize.
Not
All
a
right.
problem at
I
all.
hate cleaning. It sucks. And then I made a bowl of ramen and I put an egg on that bitch and it's delicious. So what are we chatting about? What naughty bits are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about
Toys.
all the naughty bits. We're talking about female orgasms.
Mm.
Unfortunately, our female left because somebody in the chat was being a dick.
Orgasms are fake. Women don't have orgasms. Plus, if women did have orgasms, they would turn into men. So
Okay, well, we're trying to discuss the the truth and not the Jordan
Oh.
Peterson bullshit. Sorry, not Jordan Peterson. What the hell is that idiot's name?
Bessie Perro.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Uh-huh.
It was one of the Peterson idiots.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think one thing is kind of interesting. Females, the female anatomy is pretty cool that you can have like 3 different orgasms, which are really neat. Guys get, I think, 2.
5.
Is it 5 different orgasms women can experience? Yeah, so it's pretty interesting that you can do all that. And I mean, and the fact that all women have the capability to be squirters. Most women just won't be able to do that because of, inhibitions, and it's hard to like relax and, enjoy something like that. So.
Oh, you missed that little TED talk too. I was explaining the chain trick. Which is which is basically a way to override those inhibitions by removing bodily control in an effort to actually
achieve that experience, which is super fun.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times, more than I would like to. It honestly, it's so intense. I will say that there comes a point, because for me, I've told you this before, like once I have an orgasm, I have that real sensitive skin situation where
that is my favorite situation to have, because I'm
you're
the
one of those assholes that'll keep touching.
I am the type of dick that will run my fingers right up your back just to make you cringe. Yes.
Yeah, that's like, it gets to the point it almost feels like you're having a seizure. My husband thinks it's fun too. He thinks it's hilarious, especially if it's happening in the middle of intercourse.
Yes.
And then I'm just, because it's like I'm having a fucking seizure. I call it spousal abuse. He says that it's a good time. So, yeah.
And of course, we've been getting sidetracked quite a bit. I've already had to take 4 shots because I messed around with my new bottle, which is
that a heart?
Yes.
That is awesome.
It is a 110 proof tequila called Sangre de Vida.
I bet you it tastes like fucking water.
Oh, it is amazing. It is smooth as hell, and my lips are already numb, so I couldn't tell you what it tastes like anymore.
Probably need to stop drinking then. Have another glass of water, brother. That sounds amazing.
I do have a can of lemon tea over here. I'm just But yeah, it's been fun. And then we had a troll in the chat that pissed off Mindy because she was in here earlier.
Oh, that fucking sucks. I didn't catch that part. Fucking assholes.
Well, because I know that you're a fan of a certain machine that is popular on the internet, Sibian. Because again, like, the thing is that if I was more sexually active than I am, I might think about purchasing one because they're pretty cool.
They are. The only problem is after about 5 years, the motor is going to burn out on you.
Are you talking about sex machines?
Sibian, yeah.
Yeah. You got to be like a hardcore sex person to purchase. It's like purchasing a John Deere. Like you need to either know what you're doing or have a yard that needs that kind of equipment.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I had multiple yards that I was using that for. So. Sibians are wonderful machines, especially when you are into orgasm abuse, just for the simple fact that it's not hard to put it in place and then chain your partner to the floor and make sure that they can't get off of it.
Yeah, set it and forget it, which again can be spousal abuse. So fuck you guys. It's fun though. I'm not gonna lie, it is super fun.
I mean, that's my form of punishment. So
my husband just does it because it's funny. I think he gets a sick pleasure out of just making me submit. And, and then I go to sleep. So it might just be he's doing that to put me to sleep.
Well, I mean, there's
so I stopped talking about stuff.
But yeah, we were also talking about various gadgetry that we've come across in our experience, as well as some of the older like weird sayings that like even from the misogynistic point of view that
Like what?
okay, so one that my grandfather gave to me when I was 15 was women are like a hardwood floor. If you lay them right the first time, you can walk all over them for the rest of your life.
There's some
Okay.
truth to that.
Now, see, there's truth to that, but
There's some truth to
it's
that.
it's misogynistic
Oh
as
yeah.
fuck. So, but the thing is before in my teenage years and everything, I was a misogynist. I'll easily admit that.
Mhm.
But like in my early 20s, I was also unfortunately a neckbeard. So it kind of like it took a lot of learning and some like evolution of the sexuality to get me out of that situation.
Stop being
And
such a selfish asshole.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, most people go into sex, especially young men. We put this society as a whole kind of puts this thing on men to hurry up and lose their virginity, right? You got to hurry up and lose your virginity, become a man's your man, knock down as many bitches as possible. And then that same kind of machismo mentality is put on the men when it comes to your movies. So all the action guys, who are they? They always get the girl. They're always assholes. They're always kind of, I don't need anybody. It's just me, solo wolfpack man. And I think a lot of that has to do with the way that young boys see themselves sexually and the way that they choose to, let the world see them, the way they pretend to be. And that's why a lot of young boys suck at sex. They're thumpers. I remember when I was in high school and my first couple encounters with high school boys, it's just horrible. Everybody remembers first couple times. It sucks. If you had sex in high school as a teenager, it was not good sex. Everybody don't let nobody lie to you. Like, oh, I had the most best mind blowing. He don't know where to put it. You don't know how to move. Things aren't working. Just things are not. It's embarrassing for every party involved. So,
yeah. Well, see, my issue in high school was I was on a Fexer at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was not aware, because I was on it for a good 2 years, but I was not aware that one of the side effects of a Fexer in men is the inability to achieve ejaculation. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, in that particular instance, it was, an 8.5 hour session later, and suddenly it's like, there's no way you're a virgin. That is not fucking possible. And it's like, no, that's the first time I've ever had sex. And I ended up losing that girlfriend because she thought I was lying to her.
See, Alibis understands the spasms are not, they're no joke. They're really no joke. It's not, because after a while it just starts to hurt. Like it does. Yeah, after a minute it'll just start to hurt. Like your stomach hurts. It's the most deep tissue fucking workout you've ever had. Like your whole body is wrecked after some shit like that for too long.
No, see, that's one of the reasons why I have fun with orgasm abuse, because I do the daddy dom thing, and that's my form of punishment for my brats. What it is whenever they start getting bratty, all I'll do is start counting, basically 1, 2, and what it is the number that I get to is the number of minutes
they have to stay on the machine.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And for say the first 5 minutes or so, it's heaven
it's
for
great.
them.
Yeah,
but wonderful. As soon as you get into that like 8, 9, 10 minute range, and upwards of I think I maxed out at 46 minutes at one point in time.
Oh yeah, passing out at that point. I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah,
out.
They realize why it's a form of punishment and not a form of pleasure.
Yeah.
So I end up with brats that they love to toe that line, and then
see how far they can go.
And then suddenly it's like, okay, I'll behave.
Mm-hmm. So. That's part of the play though in those scenarios, and a lot of people do have to understand that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so you had a woman on that machine for 46 minutes?
46 minutes, yes.
God help your electricity bill. Plus, you must have had to pull her off, like literally, like she was like, What's it like?
Jello
you have to,
leg
like,
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she complained for about 3 days that she could still barely walk. So
It's this Jello leg situation.
yeah.
Yeah. No way around it at that point. There's no fucking way around it.
Oh,
Ugh.
we got a mutant and a nickname, a mutant and a Nick James that just popped up in the chat.
There's a mutant came in. Oh, dude, like
Yeah.
I do like mutants. Mutants are fun. Mutants are fun. I've been thinking about getting this other thingamadoodle I saw. It's a toy, and it's a internal toy. So it's a dildo that goes in, but it
Uh-huh.
vibrates and it moves, right? So like does the twirly thing. It's a
Okay.
G-spot simulator.
Okay, yeah.
It has the hood, so that it's a clitoral stimulator too at the same time, and it's USB. You can it's Wi-Fi. I could connect. You can connect it to the phone, just like the undies.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I was like, oh, that seems like a really fun one. But I'm not sure. It's by, what was the name of the company? I gotta look into them a little more. They're new. But I was like, they seem kind of interesting. Honey Playbox is the online store, and they've got,
I don't think I've ever even heard of them.
yeah, I never heard of them, but they've got a couple of interesting things and some sales going on right now for the tails, and yeah, it's just called Honey Playbox. And they've got some really cool stuff, decent prices too, all silicone pieces, all waterproof.
Okay, I'm going to make a comment on the their title page.
Mhm.
I definitely don't like that because they're showing a cordless wand.
You don't like cordless ones?
No, I prefer corded because I prefer a more power. I like
Well,
my
see, that's
power
what I'm
tools.
saying. You got to get the right equipment for the job.
Exactly.
For me, I am totally cool with the cordless wand. I have a cordless wand in the drawer. It's a waterproof one, kind of like the one that's on the first page. I love it to pieces. It has like 12 different settings and then 5 or 6 different speeds per setting. $80 out the door, waterproof, silicone, easy clean. Love it.
See,
You're doing high construction work. You know what I mean? I've got household tools compared to your like forklift.
Well, I think the reason why is because the very first wand that I ever used on a partner, the battery died halfway through. And ever since then, it's like, no, if the only way that I'm going to stop is if the power in the house turns out. And if that's the case, then we've got other shit to worry about.
Now, see, I can't argue with that. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. I have mine. It stays plugged in, charges for like 10 hours. I never use it that long, so I'm good. On the other hand, like I said, when you're doing work like that, brother, that's that's a lot.
Yeah. And I mean, I love Drag to death, but at the same time, he's never had, some of the weekends that I've had to deal with where if something dies, then shit's got to stop for a minute because you actually have to run out to the store and go buy batteries.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you don't have to deal with that when you pay to play. No. I'm sorry, Drag. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. All right.
By the way, are we aware that Drag finally had a threesome?
He did. I'm proud of him. I'm proud that he's done that. Why does everybody know about it? Damn it, Drag. Why are you telling people? That's not.
No, I mean, I remember going through that in like when I was 23, when I was telling everybody, but at the same time, it's like, no, stop.
Yeah, like don't tell everybody. Don't talk about it. It's cool. I'm happy you got it and it was fun. I hope it was fun. I know sometimes like doing threesomes can get awkward, depending, like if you're what do you call it? If you're green,
Yeah.
it might be a little weird at first, but it is super fun. A glass of wine and some nice music can set the mood. So
Kenny G.
There you go.
Yep.
So I like Rick Ashley.
Well, I'm over by White Fan myself, but yeah.
Yeah, I always play Rick Ashley for all my threesomes. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yes. Courtney Mercedes knows what I'm talking about.
Ignoring that one, so
whatever, you love it. I just fucking rickrolled you. You like it. I did it. You said it was never going to happen, and I did it. Points on the board. But I've been in a couple of threesomes. I've had a really awkward experience in one where the girl, the one of the parties, so it was a girl, it's two girls, me, a girl, and a guy, and we were in the middle of everything, having a great time. He is going down on me. She is giving him head. And then, she was going down on me and he was giving her head.
Okay.
And she farted in his face. She was doggy style. All right. So she's got her ass in the air. Yeah. Right. Just ended everything. Like he was done. he was done. And I totally understood. I started laughing. I was like, all right, that's great. You guys want a drink?
No, okay, so I think my most
so
awkward
weird.
threesome, I was at a bar and I got picked up by a pair of lesbians. And they were looking for a toy. And it was definitely awkward because before we even started, it's like, look, we are a couple. This is our thing. You're not going to get into it. But at the same time, we're looking to use you. And I'm like,
okay,
25-year-old guy. Okay.
I'm like,
why not?
Lesbian sex, great. Yeah, it sounds awesome.
It was fun, but at the same time, it was like it was a mixture of a learning experience, and I feel like I should be taking notes because it was like I was left out of most of it, but but then of course as soon as they were ready for it, it was like, okay, lay down. I was like, okay.
Like, yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Literally being used as a toy.
Yes, and I mean, like I've been pretty much around the spectrum on that one. So
yeah, I mean, it's got to be fun though too, because I know I like that occasionally. Just to be used and abused. It's kind of fun.
Yes, it can be fun.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest situation I've ever had somebody try to put me in is actually one of the reasons why I am definitely I've got a hard line when it comes to consensual non-consent.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted me to basically make her orgasm until she passed out, and then she wanted me to use her before she woke up, and I was like, no, fuck no, I'm never gonna do that.
No, I had a weird request like that. To me, it's like, I want you to go to sleep and then I'm going to have sex with you. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah. What the hell? Sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've had one of those requests. One of the other weird requests I've had was, which I went through with. This one I went through with because he paid me $2,000. He wanted me to step on his nuts and his dick. So he put his dick and his nuts on like the coffee table. He would just like set him on there, and I would wear high heels. And he wanted me to like gently almost squish his junk, step on his dick with the heels, and that was his thing. He wanted that, and I was like no. And then he told me how much he'd give me, and I was like, okay. Like, all right, if that's what you want.
Some people are just weird shit.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of weird. There's a lot of weird things in there, but
yeah. I when I did, I learned. You guys already know. I've told you guys I was a teen prostitute or whatever, and I figured out a way to make more money doing the weird fetish stuff. And I don't mean to say weird like it's not okay to do these things. It's whatever you're into, you're into.
Yeah.
But I made way more money. Yeah, like I made way more money pissing on people than ever having sex with people.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even have to be touched. People, some of these, they don't even want you to touch them. They don't want to touch you. They just they just
want to see you naked and pissing on them. Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'll do that. $500? Hell yeah, I'll piss on your chest. Here we go. Give me 10 minutes and a glass of tea.
Yeah. I had one. It was weird because it was like the 3-month stint that I was working in porn.
Yeah.
The guy tried to offer me $1,200 if I basically ran a one-man train on 4 different people. The problem is that one of them was a guy, and
See?
it was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm
can't.
sorry. I could do that obviously physically, but at the same time,
That's not me, bro.
you know, I can't be gay for pay.
Yeah.
Even because I mean that was like $800 more than what I would have or what I was going to get paid, and it was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
See, and you do have to have your
because
limit.
even if I'm starting on a woman, the thought that my dick is fixing to be into a guy
It's gonna ruin this whole thing.
it's going to ruin it for me. I mean, I have all love for the LGBT community, but I am hetero. I'm cis.
You don't have to
that is what I have to
apologize.
be.
The crazy
And-
part is like this PC culture has heterosexual
Exactly.
people apologizing for not being homosexual, bisexual. You don't
Yeah.
have to apologize for your sexuality at all. It's
No,
period.
and-
You don't. It is what it is. You don't like it. You don't like it. Nobody needs to make you feel guilty. I remember that stupid argument somebody made. If you can't see the beauty in a transgender woman, if you don't want to have sex with a transgender woman as a straight man, then you're somehow homophobic.
No.
And it's like, no, that's not. That's not how that works.
Exactly.
Well, there are trans women who are attractive. I mean, like for example,
Absolutely.
like,
I will agree with you that there are trans women that are attractive.
like for
The
example,
thing
do you guys know who ContraPoints is?
Mm,
Yeah, she's
No, I
she's
don't
an
think I've heard
attractive
of that
trans
one.
woman, and I knew her when she used to be.
Yeah,
Before
before
she
the
transitioned.
transition. Yeah.
Yeah. So and again, like I mean, I'm comfortable saying as a cis straight man that I find her attractive. You know, and that doesn't make me gay or anything like that. It just means that
It doesn't make you gay or straight, and that's the thing. Like, just because you find someone attractive or you don't find them attractive has nothing to do with your sexuality. I guess that's the major point. It's like you can't guilt a straight person into saying, "Hey, I don't want to have sex with a trans woman," or "I don't want to have sex with a cross dresser." You know what I mean? I don't even think that's the right term. I do apologize, you guys. Is it a drag queen? Yeah, drag queen.
transvestite, isn't it?
No,
no, definitely
that's
not
the
that
old
one.
one.
Yeah, that's the old one. I know it's definitely not that one. I would say, like, yeah, queen. You may not want to have sex with a queen. You may not feel like having sex with a woman that has a penis is something that's good for you because you're a straight man. You don't like penises. You don't have to apologize because you don't want a penis. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. I don't know if that's making any sense. It's so weird. Like, people have gotten so PC, it's silly. It's gotten absurd.
Yeah, and it's granted, there's a lot of the ones that I deal with on that is like, yes, I'm straight, yes, I'm a cis male, but at the same time, it's one of those things when you're talking about stuff like that, I'm sorry, it tends to come out just because you're fixing to piss somebody off.
Of course. No matter what you say, you're going to make someone mad.
I mean, I was actually looking earlier, and I had somebody in my DMs asking me for a size comparison, and the only thing I'm sitting there doing like, okay, let's see here, about the size of my mic here, and they freak the fuck out.
Not today.
Well, but also in the PC culture we have, there are a lot of people who won't discuss with the fact, get shamed for the fact that they won't sleep with a specific race. Like, for example, there's some women out there who are of my complexion who only like sleeping with black guys, and that's their preference.
And they shouldn't be ashamed of that. I there's a difference too between like a preference and what's the other word for it?
A prejudice.
Well, not even just a prejudice. There's like the over sexualizing of a race, like when people fetishizing a race. I think that's a problem. But at the end of the day, like, what's the difference between fetishizing a race and just having a preference? I don't know, right? Like,
I mean, getting onto that though, there is a woman that apparently she has got like the darkest skin in the world.
Yeah,
and she was actually criticized for it as a teenager, and then she became a model.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
and
she looks like liquid leather, just amazing.
Yes, but then you turn around and see her freaking model pictures, and it's like
she's gorgeous.
She is absolutely gorgeous. Here,
she's breathtaking. Yeah.
Let's see her.
Yeah, but again,
There we go.
there's some people my complexion who
This one
won't-
right here.
They,
Yeah, there she
Yeah.
is.
oh, bloody
Like
hell.
she was apparently ridiculed as a child, and I'm sitting there looking at these pictures, and it was like, I don't see how she could be ridiculed. That is an absolutely gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it's the stigma of colonialism and how it's spread and how we just don't really like dark skin. And as a whole, it's just as a humanity, we have this thing with dark skin that's kind of rolled over from all the fuck shit we've done. And
Yeah.
but yeah, she is an absolutely gorgeous woman. I think especially nowadays, we're starting to see more and more of this fetishizing of Black women, dark skinned women, ethnic women, urban women, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it. Um, we're seeing women get the lip fillers and the skin darkenings and just all sorts of stuff. So,
Right.
Is it fetishizing or is it just sexual preferences?
Well, there's something going on in the UK. I'm not sure if it goes on in the US as well. But there's this thing called blackfishing, where
Yes, we're doing it
where
here.
where white women appear to want to be seen as Black women.
We have Iggy Azalea, the Kardashians, a couple other bitches. Yeah,
Are they actually trying to be Black now, or
no? They blackfish their photos.
so
Heavy
that
tans.
they drop the tone dark?
Oh yeah, heavy tan on the skin. They'll even wear braids. They were wearing the box braids. Rihanna got in a little trouble when she did her last fashion show. She had white models, beautiful models, period. She always has great models, but she had them in box braids, like long, beautiful box braids, and they're like coming out to hip hop music. And it was a bit of a thing, heavy tone on the tan. So it does. It looks like it's a thing in America too, where just fair skinned women are darkening their skin to look sexy. And somehow that's become the new thing, the fad. And it's offensive to dark skinned women because we're not a fad. Our skin tone isn't trendy. It's offensive.
Well, I think it's because maybe more guys are becoming more racially, open to interracial relationships. Now the thing is that even now interracial relationships are still a little bit of a taboo because the thing is that a lot of people still taboo it. I mean again even in modern media, how often do we see all right, for example, I'll give you an example, right. The recent Star Wars. Again, this is just an example. Like Ben Kenobi, for all those, flaming Kylo Ren was literally like a murdering killer. But who was a hero? A Black guy, and we had a white woman. We can't have them get together because it might cause a lot of racists to be upset. And it's like, look, come on, you could have this really tender love story about that race doesn't matter because we're in space. Race doesn't matter.
But we still have the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
we still have the problem when it came to the Flash on WB. He ended up his co-star Iris. She's a Black woman, and she is a very European Black woman, very European presenting Black woman in my eyes. She's absolutely gorgeous, but she has very European features, and people had an issue with that.
Yeah, she's got the petite nose,
exactly,
and thin lips, and the narrow face, and
yeah, they still had an issue with that situation. It's unfortunate. It really is. I don't even know how to begin. Like I said, for me, it feels like it's a fad. It feels like you said, because men are becoming attracted to dark-skinned women. Dark-skinned women are more attractive. We're seeing Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, what's her name? There's a lot of them. Lizzo even. Yeah, Cardi B, and these beautiful Black women are coming out, and they've got these bodacious bodies, and they're becoming popular. They're trendy. It's becoming more mainstream. So now it's rolling over, just like in the 80s. What was popular in the 80s? What was in the music videos? Skinny white bitches. Tracy Catan. Everybody had to look like Tracy, flat ass, flat chest. You weren't doing anything but that. And then what happened? Pamela Anderson came along. Now we got to have a flat ass and titties. So I understand how sex drives trends, but that's why I'm offended also, because it's literally men men and women, we have now sexualized this my skin. We have inadvertently sexualized who I am when I wake up in the morning. It's already bad enough as a Black woman growing up. I was already sexualized. As a Black woman, you're automatically a hoe. You're automatically, dirty. You a scallywag, whatever. You've heard the people say it on YouTube. These are the automatic assumptions I get just for being a dark-skinned Black woman. Oh, think about it. How they responded to Indigo. Indigo is a light-skinned Black woman who literally conned G-Man out of money. The way they speak about her compared to the way they speak about me. Totally different tone. And so that, I think, is what really pisses me off with the whole black fishing bullshit, is you're taking it to a whole nother level. It's like, what? And I can't escape it. Now there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, I think the thing is that people who look like me are much more comfortable, saying that we find ladies that look like yourself attractive. Yeah. And I think that, as I said, even 10 years ago, that would have been a taboo, because, like, I mean, I because people say, "Oh, you're fetishizing the black." It's like, no, it's like again, it's nothing to do with color. It's to do with, because you're a very confident person. You're very open with your sexuality. And I find that attractive as a trait in women. It doesn't matter about color. Mm-hmm. There's no fetishization there. Whereas there are some guys who like unlike we say, where it's not a preference, it's more that's the current trend. I'm going to chase it, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to have sex with Cardi B. I'm going to find a woman that looks like Cardi B so I can have sex with her. And that's what the fetishizing is. It's like you're literally just taking someone based on this arbitrary feature and saying that I need to have them. The same way we did with what do they call it? And I know this is a bad. I'm going to try to frame this. It's called yellow fever. When I was growing up.
Oh, the Asian craze.
The Asian craze. Yeah. Okay, that's a way better way of saying it, because I already know the other one is probably like so bad PC wise, but I remember that being a thing, and it still kind of is how we in America, at least, fetishize.
A bunch of horny white men that are fetishizing, petite Asian girls.
Exactly. Whole industry dedicated to it. It's kind of mind-boggling the way that we are as humans, and at the same time still being racist. You know what I mean? Like, some of the most racist people love this stuff in the behind closed doors. It's just so mind-boggling to me. It's so weird.
But to me, it's the most racist people usually are the ones. It's like the most homophobic people are the guys are more you tend to see with the cock in their hand. The guys who are the most racist are the ones who like are going
have
to
black porn at home.
Well, going to Inglewood or going to Flaming, Harlem, going to places like that to see if they can get a woman of color who's a prostitute.
Oh God, I saw that. I think it was an episode of Maury or something like that, where the guy's dad was a KKK member, and he ended up getting a black woman pregnant.
It happens way more than you think.
Yeah,
like it, and that's what I mean by it's just absolutely crazy to me how you can hold two ideas at the same time. You're obviously attracted you're obviously attracted to it. Obviously, like, your dick is getting hard, you're ready, and at the same time you're like, oh, they're the scum of the earth. Like, dude, that's a weird place to be. That's a really weird place to be. I don't know. I don't know. I can't
usually if you break it down, it's because a white woman, a black woman turned them down in school or something like that. That's what motivates. So, like, so every black woman's going to turn them down. It's what that guilt by association thing in the head.
Well, there's also the whole black women are aggressive. Yeah. I don't know how many times, especially, okay, so when my hair's like this, especially, I cannot get a job like this. No matter what outfit I put on, I cannot get a job with my hair like this. If I go into the interview, I will not get the call back. I promise you, because I'm too aggressive. There's something about it that just scares the shit out of people. It's like, I don't know, something about just being a black woman. If I get angry, as soon as I get a little bit of an attitude, you guys have seen it. As soon as I get a little bit of attitude, motherfuckers, oh, she's mad. Angry black bitch. Off top. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I feel sorry because I've
I
heard
mean-
incels say it, that incels can't talk to Black women because they're just too aggressive. You know, we're the
No, it's
worst
considered
woman.
it's considered intimidated. That's why.
I mean-
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I think the reason why incels have the issue is because generally when a woman is very aggressive like that, it has a certain, effect. And suddenly they lose their
I
blow to the
love
head.
the way to do
So-
that.
Yeah, like had real subtle there. I saw that.
Yeah.
Baby carrot.
Well,
So,
again,
it's not so much I can't talk to this woman. It's I have to go take care of something real quick.
Mm.
right. I mean, I'm going to say something now. I have no evidence of this, but I reckon Rev likes Black women. Just saying.
Rev? Oh yeah.
Rev, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think if I got alone with Rev in a room, he would jizz his pants before I could walk across the threshold. Literally. Like literally. He's absolutely. Because he has a thing. I do believe he has a thing for bigger girls. I do think he likes some meat on the bones. He wants to feel something. Shani took it overboard for him. You know, but I do believe he has a thing for bigger girls. Yeah. And that might be why that's one of the main reasons I think he likes Black girls, because he wants that ass. He wants a fat ass.
Well, I mean, don't we have record of him saying that he preferred his torso's back hole because it was tighter?
Mm-hmm.
So
he did. Let's see. It is crazy though how sex drives industries. Everything.
It does.
It drives our fashion. It drives our media. Everything.
About to say, fuck it. It's the thing that made the Betamax obsolete.
I love that story. That's one of the. I try to explain that to people. It's so interesting.
It's because the porn industry refused to use the Betamax and they went to VHS, and suddenly the Betamax was like, okay, well, I guess we can't sell anything anymore.
Exactly. What's the point of me getting a fucking Betamax player if all I can watch on it is movies? Where am I going to get my porn?
Yes. And
I can't get a whole different device for my porn because then people are going to know I'm watching porn.
Exactly. And that was actually the thing that popularized the DVD as well, because suddenly you could actually put full-size movies into magazine subscriptions.
Do you remember the mini disc?
Yeah. I remember the mini disc. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would hold about 20 minutes worth of film.
That was such a weird thing. That was so weird.
It was.
That was such a weird thing.
Hell, I remember the disposable discs where you could watch it about 5 times on a player, and then the disc itself would degrade to where it couldn't be played on anything. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it was so many weird ways. And then I know pirating kind of changed the industry on all levels.
Yep.
And porn was at the forefront again when it came to how to monetize and get around the pirating. They've driven the tech industry way beyond, and the gaming industry is pushing forward because of porn. VR has gotten so much better because of the porn industry, which is insane.
I mean, even something like YouTube and Twitch, the porn industry's got their finger in their pockets because they're the ones that control the dress codes.
Yeah.
It's because look, we're having shortages over here because half of our clientele are fapping to this scantily clad girl playing a video game, and you need to tell her that she's not going to get paid, otherwise, and they need to come over to us.
That's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely insane. We all think with our dicks. That's what it is. We all think with our naughty bits.
Alibus, that's exactly right.
Yeah, sex rules everything around me. Cream. No. It didn't save the DVD. No,
yes, I went there.
Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. Aries. Hold on. Right back.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's just the sex runs pretty much everything. That's actually a very true statement. Um, put a perfect example. Look at it from the point of view of Viagra versus birth control. You know, uh, Viagra has pretty much been the same price since it was invented, but all of the clinical trials and everything like that, all of the warning labels and stuff like that on Viagra, if you have if you have an erection for more than 4 hours, contact contact the hospital. Do not take it while you're on this, and this. I mean, they've got so many studies as to what it would interact with. Whereas when birth control came out, they handed it to 100 black women in South Africa. A few of them died, and they said, "Yeah, it's good enough." So, I mean, yeah, people are definitely more concerned about making sure that men can fuck than they are pretty much anything else in the industry.
Women's health.
And it doesn't really matter what industry it is.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, because women's health clinics aren't as well funded as, let's say, for example, the Viagra industry, which I mean, for me to get someone would be about a tenner.
Yeah.
Which isn't that much. I mean, the thing is, because it's not something that you can get a thing for unless you've got real downstairs issues, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stop sharing that screen. But yeah, I mean, it's just. It's definitely a little weird. Refresh that. Oh, hold on just a second. I have to take another shot.
Well, so somebody donated.
Yeah, somebody sent me another 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I swapped out the banner. Now it's appropriate. I guess I should do what everyone else does. $20 to make me take my shirt off, but Wild Heart.
He's Wild Heart again.
Yep. Wild Heart, if you can DM me on Discord, I will more than happily send you a link. But sorry, let me go ahead and take care of this real quick. Somebody sent me another.
Oh, another one? God damn it! You guys are gonna kill him.
See, I'm enjoying this too because that is some dark tequila.
That's what I'm saying.
It looks very clear from here, to be honest with you, man.
Well, no, I mean I've got it on the white background, but that's a fairly dark tequila. And oh my god, it is
lucky
smooth.
duck. You lucky duck. Listen.
But, ooh, I think I've got a new brand of choice because that's some good stuff.
It sounds very nice from the way that. I mean, for a start, it comes in a very decorative bottle. So, like,
I definitely love the bottle.
Me too, yeah. Because I love stuff like that. Like, I think it's Dan Aykroyd that has the vodka that's in the skull. I love that one.
Disgusting, though.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, but.
It's pretty shitty vodka. Not even just, it's really shitty vodka. There's another one I ended up buying. It's a beautiful bottle, though. Jimi Hendrix. Beautiful bottle. Shitty vodka.
It was a toss up when I went to the liquor store because on the end cap right next to where all the tequila is, which is my preferred brand of choice. Apparently, what is it? Not Rockstar. It's a casino. Rock something.
House of Blues.
No, it's
Rock Cafe?
Rock and Roll Cafe?
something like that. But is
Hollywood Planet.
apparently they've started making a brand of alcohol,
Mhm.
and it was this like guitar shaped bottle, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I was like, okay, that would be interesting, just because you basically you pull the very top of it off, and like the neck of the guitar is a good 6 inches long. Hard rock, thank you. Yes, it was hard rock apparently. But the one bottle that they had advertised on this particular end cap was mango flavored. And I was sitting there staring at that, and I was like, there's a lot of insinuations that I could easily take from that. So I'm going to go ahead and just go with a bottle of tequila.
But by the way, I love the fact that Miss Parker's picture is Vaughn in Batman, in the Batman new costume.
I absolutely
Yes.
love that. That is fucking hilarious.
Yes, I am Von Man.
I suppose you haven't got 16 on it.
Fuck you.
Sorry, I do.
I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Fuck your life, and I'll be right back.
Sorry.
Shit. Apparently, I've got to do one more thing with this damn thing real quick. There we go. Because I'm not near as snobby as Lizard or Black Guy TV. I don't drink often, so I just buy alcohol by who's got the coolest bottle. I mean, I don't drink very often, but at the same time, I will say that the shape of the bottle did have an effect on me buying that one, because that was actually pretty cool. Not to mention when I picked it up and it was like, okay, that's a black heart. That's kind of cool. And then I saw the name of the label and it was, Sangre de Vida. And yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's, it's a higher proof than most tequilas I've had. And on top of that, I'm loving the detail. I mean, you can like literally see the veins in the heart. So
That is pretty cool. How many milliliters is that?
this is a 750. So
It's all right. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like small or something like that because it doesn't look very big in your hand.
well, I mean, well, shit, I already threw that away. But I had a bottle of Jose Cuervo that was 750 just a few weeks ago, and I mean, shit, that lasted me for a good while.
Wild Hat wants to speak to me for some reason. I don't know what I've done to want him to speak to me. I don't even know this fella.
I'm desperate to speak to Gary. Okay. Tell you what, I will post my email.
Sorry about that, guys.
There you go. So that is my email. If you put @gmail.com on it, send that to me and I will send you a link that way.
You
Because
said put com on it. You heard him say it, folks.
gmail.com.
He said put com on it. I heard him say it. Say it again.
Com.
Say put com on it. You said it. You said it. All right, guys. I do have to get out of here. Apparently, I got to go grocery shopping. I have another teenage boy coming to my house, and it's holiday season. Fun. Yeah, so I need to get enough hot chocolate, popcorn, and goodies for 3 teenage boys, 2 grandkids, a pregnant stepdaughter, and and I need to get wine. So
yeah, I'm without my teenage boys for the next week, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're getting them for the next week. We're getting everybody for the next week, so it's crazy. Nick, I'm super fucking high too, bro. Yeah, I love you
Oh.
guys. I will see you on the outside chats as I
Okay.
linger and lurk around.
Okay, so wow, we've been getting really
You be getting really lit up by that flaming tequila you're drinking.
it's definitely interesting. Let's see here. Sorry, hazard of third monitors. Unfortunately, the camera is over here on the far left, so I'm kind of. Let's see here. Okay, so unfortunately, the one thing that I kind of have been neglecting is the intensity or power of the different types of orgasms a woman can have.
That's right.
So each orgasm is definitely different, and I'm now ashamed that I don't have a woman on panel to confirm that. But you know, the easiest way to explain it is a clitoral orgasm is going to feel completely different than a G-spot orgasm or an A-spot orgasm. I think it was Yato, in fact, that popped off in Discord. The C-spot orgasm or the cervical orgasm is the one where the woman basically feels like she's getting it up in her guts, and the reason why is because that's it's an intermediate between the two, and it's the second deepest nerve cluster that you can hit. And I am, wow, that fucking shot hit me pretty fast. Yeah, that one. I know you said to stay anonymous, so I'm not saying anything. But you know who you are. You know you did what you did when you did it. So. That's fine. Actually, I just looked up at the time. We've been going for about 2.5 hours now. Wild Heart, I apologize if I'm going to be doing I did finally find my Bible, so I'm going to be doing another Bible stream on Sunday. If you want to come on, then I'm pretty sure I can get Gary to come on again when I get done reading.
Yeah, I'll come on. I mean, I'm watching Spider-Man tomorrow, but yeah, whatever time it is.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, it'll be Sunday, so.
Yes, well, that's what I mean. I'm watching it tomorrow, so I'll try and watch it early. But yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I do believe I am going to go ahead and I'll probably goof off in voice chat for a few hours tonight. But other than that, I don't think I'm in the appropriate frame of mind to. Wait a minute! It is Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it! I lost
Saturday.
the day.
Well, it's about to be
Okay.
It's about to be midnight for me, but I think it's still afternoon for you. I think.
Yeah, it's not quite 6 o'clock tonight, so yeah, I will. I'll be doing a Bible stream in the morning, which is ironic considering the context of this stream, but whatever. I don't care at this point, but it's one of those things. I will. Wild Heart, if you want to pop on sometime tomorrow, I will. Yeah, that's not a problem. I will. I'll forward that to him as soon as I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I might not respond straight away, but I mean, as I said, I'm always prefacing that I don't know everything, so it might mean that I don't know the answer to whatever you're going to ask me. Just a preface.
That's not a problem. But yeah, like I said, it's getting. Fuck. Ooh. Sorry, I'm still.
Are you right? Are you getting a bit lit up?
I'm processing.
Sorry, I'm using American slang now.
Yeah.
That's never a good thing.
But yeah, we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes now. So, hopefully, if I did not answer any questions, if you want to leave a comment on this or send me a DM, then you're more than welcome to. I will answer what I can. if I get too many of them, I will write them down, and I will have another live stream probably in 2 weeks or so. Basically getting all of this in one in one more video, because otherwise we're just gonna Tipsy Ape is entertaining. Everyone in Discord says that, so because apparently I'm a hell of a lot more fun drunk in Discord than I am anywhere else. But yeah, like I said, just leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want if you want to. I will definitely say have a good one. Gary, you want to add anything before I go ahead and end this?
Just say, like, just be safe. I'd be cool. That's basically it.
Oh.
That's all I've got.
Okay, so apparently Wildheart is planning on going live. If you want to join him, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so I will go ahead and say everyone else. What the hell was I trying to say with that statement? Because that was not what it was. I will go ahead and say good night to everyone else. There we go. That's what it was. There we go. Wildheart's got his channel right there. And I will probably spend most of the rest of the night in Discord because I am masochist for punishment like that. And they love getting me drunk. So you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your holidays coming up, whatever ones you celebrate. I personally don't have I don't need an excuse to provide my children with presents, but at the same time, my kids aren't here right now, so this is my present. So you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you all later.